Hello students, welcome to a lesson through the virtual training center of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher, and in this lockdown period, since we are not able to go to school, children, we will be doing many lessons here online through the virtual class. So come on, let's proceed to our lesson for today.
So children, our lesson for today is a lesson in standard 8th and the subject will be English. And today, let me promise you one thing, you're going to have a lot of fun in this lesson because along with learning certain things about words, we are also going to play a number of games over here. Okay, so along with learning, it will also be a lot of fun because the name of our lesson is word play. So we are all going to play with words now. And you know, children, in English, there are a lot of games which are created in order to help you to learn vocabulary. Now, vocabulary means what? We have discussed earlier. Vocabulary means words. Okay, so when you play with words, you will learn a lot of new words, you will learn a lot of things about new words, you will learn pronunciation, you will learn meaning, etc. And while learning all this, what are you doing? You're just playing with the words, so you're having fun also. Okay, so let us start our lesson now by trying to understand what kind of games are there with words in English. So, this is a word search game. Now, children, you must have seen this kind of a game in the newspaper, etc. Now, the first word is given for you. There are so many animals here. You have the lion, the dog, the zebra, the fox, sheep, monkey. Okay, and their names are hidden in this alphabetical grid. So, there is a grid of alphabets. Okay, of the letters of the alphabet, and the names of these animals are somewhere hidden inside this. So what will you do? You're supposed to find out the names of all these animals in particular. So you can see the zebra, it's already marked for you, Z-E-B-R-A. Now let us try to locate one more animal. So we have the lion, L-I-O-N, lion. Okay, and then you try to locate where dog is, you try to see where fox is, sheep is, and monkey is. So I've started out this game for you. So for fun's sake, after you finish understanding the lesson, you can come back to this and you can try to fill up this grid. Alright, so this kind of a word search game also increases your knowledge of words in English. So it is a kind of word play or playing with words. Okay, let us look at one more type of word play. See here, fishing for sight words. Now there are so many words which are called as sight words. That is, they are easy to pick up. Okay, and once you know what the sight words are, it is better and easier for you to understand the language. So this is a game on words, but it is a fishing game. Now if you can see, there are so many fish shapes made with cardboard, and on all the fish shapes there is a word that is written. Along with that, you will also see that there is a stapler on all these small fish cutouts. Okay, and then you can see you can see sticks. On the end of the sticks there are these green color magnets. So suppose I tell you, come on, find where U is for me. So immediately when you have two players playing this, the one who finds U first gets a prize. Alright, so this is fishing, but remember children, this game is not for your level. Okay, you are in the 8th standard now, and of course you will be knowing all these words. These are known to you, but you can make use of this game to learn bigger words or to learn meanings. Okay, so these are just examples of word games or word play in English which I am trying to show you. Then the next example which I will show you needs no explanation. We have seen this in newspapers, in magazines, when we were in the younger classes. What is this called? This is called as a crossword puzzle, where a number of clues are given to you about the word, and you are supposed to try to locate the word and fix it in the crossword. Okay, so these are all games which we have been playing, children, since you can say a lower class, or sometimes in books that we read. Many of us we read the Tinkle magazine. Some of us we read Chanda Mama. Some of us we read Champak. Okay, I hope you read all these books, because reading is a very good habit, children. Nowadays, today's generation, you are hooked on to the computer and to the phone. Okay, but you should try to read these books for children. If you go through these books, you will find all these games in those books. So these were some of the games that we play for increasing your knowledge of words or increasing your vocabulary. Now we will come to the games which are part of our lesson for today. So let us see which are the games that we are going to play today with each other. So we are going to talk about the word ladder. So you know what a ladder is? When you want to go higher and higher, when you want to go from one place to another or one position to another, you make use of a ladder. Okay, so now this ladder is a ladder where you will be using words. So simple, this game is called as a word ladder. Then we are going to play another game called as the word chain. Now all of us know what a chain is. See, this is a chain where certain rings are looped with each other. So we are going to play a word chain. We are going to form a chain using words. But there are certain rules and regulations, okay? When you play word ladder, there are certain rules. When you play word chain, there are certain rules. And then finally, we will see a very amusing exercise, that is tongue twisters. Now what is the meaning of tongue twisters? Look at these poor boys. Their tongue is tied in a knot. Their tongue has got twisted. So when does your tongue get twisted? When you try to say something very difficult. Okay, you feel that no, now my tongue is twisted, I will not be able to say this, and you try to say something and some other word comes out when your tongue is twisted. Okay, so we are going to look at these three beautiful, wonderful games in today's lesson. One is word ladder, second is word chain, and the third one is tongue twister. Now children, we are doing this lesson in the lockdown period, isn't it? So you will not be able to go to school and play this game with your friends. But surely if you have a brother or sister at home, or when your mummy is free for some time, when your papa is free for some time, you surely should play these games with them. Okay, so come on, let's start with understanding the first game for today. That is the word ladder. So what is a word ladder, children? A word ladder is a game where players can get a starting word and an ending word. So they will give you two words. They'll give you the starting word and they will give you the ending word. So you have to start climbing from the starting word and you have to reach the ending word. Okay, but when you do that, there are certain rules that you should follow. The starting word and the ending word must be of the same length. Alright, that is, the words that you create must be of the same length. Same length means same number of letters in the words. Alright, then we look at another rule. Players can change one letter at a time, attempting to move from the starting word to the ending word. So as you climb one ladder, as you climb one ring or rung of the ladder, you can change one letter. You cannot change more than one letter. All these rules are given in your textbook, children. So if you have your textbook open with you, you can cross-check this along with me. Okay, so players can change one letter at a time when they move from one rung of the ladder to the other rung, to the higher one. And lastly, each intermediate step must be a valid word. And no proper nouns are allowed. Remember, you cannot write the name Sita, Gita, Ramu, Shamu, etc. Okay, so every step on the ladder must be a valid word. A valid word means a word which you will be able to find in the dictionary. And you should not use proper nouns. So is it clear? So do you understand? Did you understand now what the meaning of a word ladder is? Now let us attempt to play some interesting examples of word ladders. So see here, when you start playing a word ladder. Now here we are going to start with this hit and we are going to end with lot. Okay, let us see how we are going to do it. Let us see the rules, or let us see how we can keep on changing one letter at a time. So the first one is hit, the second one is H-O-T, hot. So what have you done? You have changed the I. Okay, the letter I you have changed, and you have made the I-O, and there you go, you have a new word, hot. Going from hot, you keep the O and the T, but you change the H to the D. So now you have dot, where the O and T is the same, whereas you have made the H into the T. Moving forward now, you keep the D and the O, but you change the T to a G. So you have one more word, dog. So you will slowly see how we will reach lot from hit. Okay, and then you have cog, where you kept the O and the G, but you introduced the letter C. So you can see what we are doing. We are not changing the number of letters. Okay, there are 3 letters in each of the words, and plus what are we doing? We are just changing one letter at a time. Okay, all right, from cog you go and change the C and make it log. You can also go directly from dog to log. Okay, but I've shown you one extra word here. So you go from dog to cog and log, or you can go directly from dog to log. Now it depends on how many steps they have asked you to fill. If they have asked you to fill 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, then you do not go to cog, you directly go to log and then lot. If they tell you 5 steps, then you can fill in cog also. Okay, and from log, LO, you change the T, and there you are. You started from hit and you reached lot. Okay, so this is how you play this particular game, the word ladder. All right, let us look at a few more examples here. Now these are examples from your textbook. You are supposed to start writing with the word hard, and the last word in the sequence should be easy. Okay, the first word should be hard and the last word should be easy. Now see, the concepts are so different, isn't it? Hard means something very difficult. See, this child is writing something very hard. Okay, now you're supposed to arrive at the opposite word of hard, that is easy. Let's see how we will do it. So you have HARD, hard, then you say HARE, hair, CARE, care, CART, cart, CAST, cast, EAST, east, and EASY, easy. So you saw how we changed the D to E, then we changed the H to C, then we changed the E to T, then we changed the R to S, C to E, and finally T to Y. And from hard we arrived at easy. See here, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. For 8th standard children, it is very easy. So can you see how we started out with the word hard and we ended with the word easy? Now the second example in your textbook is, they have said, let's take the pig to its sty. Taking a pig to a sty. Now what is a pig? A pig is an animal which is very cute. Can you see the picture of the pig here? And the sty is its home. So come on, let's take the pig to the sty. So we start with PIG, then we write WIG, then we write WAG, then you write WA, then you write SAY, say, and finally STY, sty. So you have taken the pig to its sty. Alright, so these were the examples from your textbook. So isn't it interesting, children? Henna? So now I will give you some exercises also, okay, for you to do on your own when you are at home. Then look at this word ladder. Let's look at some more examples. See. So you have the word cat. Now this is a word ladder where they're given you the clues using pictures, but it is not necessary that you will get clues everywhere. Okay, this is a very easy one, so that is why I've taken it as an example for you. So see, this is C-A-T, cat. And the next one, C-A, what will you write here? But you have a clue picture here. That is, you can see a cap. So naturally it means CA, you will have a P here. What is the next clue given to you? It is the picture of a map. So naturally the word here or the letter in the first blank will be M. M-A-P, map. Look at the next clue. It is something which you use in order to sweep or clean the floor. So it is a mop. Okay, so M-O-P. Can you see in the first part of the ladder we have replaced one letter P. Replace the letter T with P. Here we have replaced second one M with C with M. In the third one you replaced the M with the A with the O. Look at the next one. The sound of the balloon breaking. How does a balloon burst? It bursts using a pop sound. So this is P-O-P, pop. And then you have a duster kind of thing which is also called as a pod. Finally, you have a dot, D-O-T, dot. Okay, and the last picture you were supposed to arrive at was a dog. So see what we have done. We have gone from cat to dog using a word ladder. And what knowledge have you gained? You have gained knowledge of so many words between cat and dog. So this is fun also, and it is learning also. See one more example of a word ladder for you. The first one is toad. T-O-A-D, toad. Look at the second one. You have a clue also here, but here you have to search for your clues. It is R-O-A-D, road. Then you have the picture of a lion. It means it is R-O-A-R, roar, the sound a lion makes. Okay, then you have R-E-A-R, rare. Rare means back, behind. Alright, then you have P-E-A-R, pear, which is a fruit. You can see the picture of the pear here. Then you have a boy who's very scared. So that feeling is called fear, F-E-A-R, fear. Then you have F-E-A-T, feat. Feat means something which you accomplish, a task which you do. And finally you arrive at seat. So you see how you took the toad to the seat. So this is, children, how you do word ladders. Alright, so this is an example of word ladder for you. Let us go to the next interesting game in this lesson. We are going to look at word chains now. Let us understand what the meaning of word chain is and what are the rules, how it is played, etc. So see, a word chain is a word game that begins with the letter that the previous word ended with. So you're supposed to form a chain. There is one word, you pick up the last letter of the word and you write another word with it. For example, see, C-A-T, cat. Then cat ends with a T, so you write T-A-B-L-E, table. Table ends with a E, so you write E-double-G, egg. Isn't it interesting? And isn't it different from the game which we played as word ladder? So this is how you play a word chain. This is comparatively easier to play. Okay, let us see. So the word chain consists of a certain category that begin with the letter that the previous word has ended with. For example, see here, music, ends with C. So the next word will be courtyard. Courtyard. So it ends with a D. And then the next word will be, it might be a word with D, for example, dark, D-A-R-K. Then you have a word with K, K-N-I-F-E, knife, and so on. Now let us look at an example of a word chain starting with the word beauty, and let us see all the words which you can associate with the word beauty here. So you have B-E-A-U-T-Y, beauty. Then you have Y-E-A-R-N, yearn. Then with N you have N-E-W, new. Then with W you have W-O-N-D-E-R-F-U-L, wonderful. Then with L you have L-O-V-E-L-Y, lovely. Then you have youthful. Next word, lonely. Next, year long. Next, gruesome, exquisite, excellent, trending. Can you see? So this is how you make a word chain, a chain of words. Why is it called a chain? It is called a chain because one word is linked to the next word. It is connected in one way or the other to the next word. Okay, so that is the meaning of a word chain for you children. Let us move on and let us do some exercises and let us look at some beautiful examples of word chains here. So see, this is a word chain. See, M-E, me. So with E you have E-A-T, eat. With T you have T-R-U-E, true. With E you have E-N-T-E-R, enter. With R you have R-E-A-L-L-Y, really. With Y you have younger, Y-O-U-N-G-E-R, younger. Then you have R-I-G-H-T-F-U-L, rightful, with the R. So you can see how the words are interlocked, how they are linked in one way with each other. That is why they form the links of a chain. That is why they form part of a chain. Okay, so this was how word chains are made. Let us look at a few more examples before we wind up the lesson for today. So this is you can say an exercise for you on word chain. So you have to form this word chain, you have to make this word chain. So you have T-R-E-E, tree. This is my starting ka clue for you. Okay, and then you have E-N-T-E-R, enter, and then you are supposed to continue with this word chain and find out what the last word could be. If possible, try to see that the last word that you write here ends with a T. There is one more thing, children, which I want you to notice in this, which is different from the word ladder. In the word ladder, what we did was we tried to see that all the words have the same number of letters. But in a word chain, you do not have that particular restriction. Alright, so this is about a word chain. This is what a word chain is. You could also have themed word chains. Themed word chain means word chains related to one particular idea or one particular theme. For example, see here, this is a word chain related to war. You can see a warship fighter plane over here, isn't it? So this, you can say, is a theme related to war or to fighting. So bombing, B-O-M-B-I-N-G, you have over here. Okay, now the next word again starts with a G. So it is a grenade, G-R-E-N-A-D-E. Now you know what bombing is, children? We have learned about we have talked about the bombing of Hiroshima, Nagasaki, etc. Okay, now grenade is a kind of bomb which they drop which is not good, children. No one wants war. We should try for peace. There should be peace within the family. There should be peace within your friend circle. There should be peace where you're working. Okay? And of course, peace within nations. So no one likes war. But even then you will see that you will learn about all this in your history textbook. You will learn about the world wars. You will learn about the fights that India had with the British people. Okay? So all these things you will learn because you're supposed to know about history. So next word is grenade. Now see, the grenade ends with a E. So our next word starts with an E, that is evacuate. So what is evacuate, and why is evacuate related to war? See, when sometimes a place is attacked, okay, and if there are common people like you and me living in that place, if there are common people like civilians, they call them civilians, all right. So what they try to do is they try to take away the civilians from that particular place so that they are safe during the war. So that process is called as evacuation. So evacuate. Now evacuate ends with a E. So you have the next word starting with the E, and that is the enemy. So this is a themed word chain, children. Now can you write any word here? For example, with G, can you write goat? You cannot. Okay, so the previous examples that we saw of word chains, they could be for younger classes, for your, you can say smaller brothers and sisters, for your smaller friends who are in a lower class, but now you are in 8th standard, so you should try to look at these themed word chains. You should try to solve these themed word chains. Now, did you get so much knowledge here? See, we understood what the meaning of grenade is, we understood what the meaning of evacuate is. Okay, so whenever you do these exercises, you will always get to learn something, definitely. All right, you will get more knowledge about words, about meanings of words, etc. I have got one more example of a word chain for you. See, now this is the exercise which is there in your textbook. You're supposed to prepare word chains beginning with a given theme and words. Okay, so what is the theme? The theme is school. So now you're supposed to write word chains with the idea of school in your mind. So you cannot move out of school. You have to write words which are in one way or the other connected to the school. The first word they're given you, teacher. Second one, you will write starting with the letter, yes, starting with the letter R. And then depending on what you have written. For example, I will write recess. Okay, recess is a very, very important part, fun part of the school timetable. So if I write recess, then it ends with an S. So you will have to write another word with S, that is I can write subjects. Okay, so this is how you will complete this particular chain, and then you can check answers. Now you and your friends might be connected on WhatsApp, etc. So you can check answers on WhatsApp and see what your friends have written. Now children, today I meant to do the tongue twisters also, but then there is hardly any time left. So what we will do is, I do not want to hurry with the idea of tongue twisters because it is a very interesting exercise, children. So what we will do is, we will just see what tongue twisters are, and then when we do the video next time, I will start with tongue twisters. Then we will do it in detail. I do not want to hurry with this fun part of this lesson. So what are tongue twisters, children? Tongue twisters are a sequence of words, or they could be sounds also, okay, which are typically of an alternative kind. That is, one sound, one word will be different from the other word. Why is that? Why have they done that? So that it is difficult for you to say it quickly and correctly. So what is the fun in tongue twisters? Tongue twisters, you're supposed to repeat the sentence or the word as fast as you can, so that you make mistakes and you laugh, and at the same time you learn also how to say the word, okay, and how to improve your fluency. So tongue twisters are a great way to practice and to improve pronunciation and fluency. So let us stop here now with the promise of starting our next video with a fun idea of tongue twisters, and also you have some more interesting exercises also in this particular lesson, but that will be, you will have to wait for it for some time.
So children, wasn't that a wonderful video? And did you enjoy watching it? So if you want to watch more such videos in future, then please like this video and also subscribe to our channel, the MCGM Portal for Education, and also hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video here. Thank you so much for now. Let's meet again soon.